What's going on, YouTube? I'm back again. I wanted to do a Spanish video, which I'll probably end up doing in a little bit because I need to practice. But I know that a lot of people just want to know what I'm doing in English. So a topic that I want to do today is being a gringa in Medellín. Like, how is it being a gringa in Medellín? Acá in Medellin, it's very common, gringa. It's not a like insult or anything like that. I mean, to me, it really sounds like an insult for sure because that's just what, we were always taught, you know what I'm saying, growing up, like it just sounds like derogatory. But no, actually, it's very common here. It's like, how people will say, if a girl is skinny, it's like flaca. If you're fat, gorda. If you're black, negra. Or if you a gringa. It's like people just put people just call you by the word that you are. And it's like not, to be a bad thing necessarily. But this is one thing that I struggle with, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to explain to y'all how I feel being the gringa in Medellin. You know what I'm saying? To me, I really, to be honest with you, I love Medellin, and I like learning the language, but I don't like being the other. You know what I'm saying? Person, the foreign person of every situation. Like I said before, it's humbling. I mean, actually, I never released that video, but I was talking about how humbling it is to live in another country and to be learning another language and to have to go through the process of trying to, like, get a visa, communicate, and get your way, make your way through daily life, or whatever, when it's a foreign place. So that's humbling in and itself. Now, I'm a very prideful person. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people to look at me as if I'm stupid or as if they can get one over on me. And, like, my personality, like, especially, like, if I'm in the States, like, if anyone says anything to me, like, they know they can't get one over on me. Like, even this morning, for example, it's like I don't feel like myself because I'm not fully acclimated to the culture, you know what I'm saying, and to the language. And it's like, this morning I was wearing a short skirt and I was wearing like a low cut top, and I was walking back from dropping my son off to school, and there's all these like workers and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to walk through them, whatever. And the one guy literally just like came behind me, and he was like this far, like behind my neck, just like saying stuff to me. And I was like, it's been a rough day for me. Like, I had not like fully like woken up yet. It was early in the morning. Like, I wanted to just be like, fuck off, and I just wanted to like attack him or something, which normally I would have done if someone would have pulled that in the States. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to properly like even cuss someone out. You know what I'm saying? If they're making me uncomfortable, or if it's a guy who really does something super offensive, or like touches me or gets all behind me, breathes on my neck, starts saying nasty stuff to me, it's like, that situation, it's like I have to just like take it then, because I don't know how to explain to you that you're being an ass. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, also here, one thing is like people like try to sell me, like, I'm not talking about people trying to sell me stuff like on the street. That's gonna happen in Chicago. That's gonna happen in New York. That's gonna happen in any city. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what city you are. But like here, it's like if I even mention my son, like my neighbor, any person on the street, they're gonna be like, "Oh, do you need a babysitter?" People ask me, "How much do you pay?" "Oh, wow, that's a lot." "Wow, you must be rich." "Oh, I sell coffee. I sell this. I sell that." And "Oh, they see you or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like the price on something like goes up, when you know for a fact that that wasn't like the price. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't, some people get obsessed with like gringo pricing, like, whatever, like we shouldn't have to pay more, and all this stuff. It's like, you know what? Like, literally, if you getting charged 20 cents more is that big of a deal to you, then like maybe you're not here like for the right reasons. It's like I've not been upcharged like on the street salesman or in a store or anything like that very much at all. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is when you meet people, casual acquaintances or friends, everyone has a sales pitch. I don't get, gringo pricing or whatever when I go out, when I go into bars, stores, people who sell juice and empanadas and stuff like that in the street. No, those people, what that's not a problem. And if it is, it's like deal with it. You just paid 20 cents more. It's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I think people really like focus on that too much. But what I'm saying is that when I meet friends here, I feel as there is an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, oh, do you need anyone to like clean your house? Like, do you like need anyone to watch your kid? It's like, I sell like this makeup product. Like the couple first people that I met, they kept sending me all these pictures of cupcakes, and I can come to your house and empanadas. And I mean, part of it is like the culture. Like you see people like on people's houses, people sell stuff. Like, oh, I got fresh milk, I got fresh empanadas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Everyone here sells usually food and drink products. It's super common. Everyone has a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's great, to have a hustle. People, I've never seen hustlers like I've seen here. But if I'm just meeting someone as a friend or acquaintance, I don't want to feel like you're, doing that. I don't feel like you're hustling me. You know what I mean? And people will ask me how much I pay for everything. How much you pay for your apartment? How much you pay for your phone? How much you pay for childcare? How much you pay for that? Oh, you go to classes? How much you pay for classes? And it's like anytime that I mention anything in a casual conversation, could be Uber driver, could be a new friend, could be a new acquaintance, could be a mom at the daycare, whatever. If I mention anything that I do, they always ask me how much. Just like that. Like it's not awkward to them. I don't know if it's cultural. I don't know if it's because they're trying to see if I have money. They're trying to wonder if, you know what I'm saying, I'm overpaying so they can like let me know I'm overpaying. Or like I don't know what it is, but it's like an obsession of I don't even want to bring up anything because they're, someone's going to dissect how much I'm spending on stuff and then they're going to be like, like, you know what I'm saying? And make comments about it, right? I'm a very prideful person. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm in a different land. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to say? You're going to ask me something? Am I going to question you? No. I'll tell you how much something costs or whatever, or I'll answer your fucking questions. I'm probably not going to buy something from you, most of the time. You know what I mean? But it's like because I can't always explain my frustration or why I'd rather not answer, or because it's just like maybe there's something I'm not getting culturally, I just let it slide. The guy's talking to me any type of way, people, I don't know, trying to hustle me left and right, you know. I mean, even, when I'm talking to people, maybe just an Uber driver or maybe just a store attendant or maybe just, a girl at, on the street that I make small talk with or something like that. It's always like they have a little like, smirk on their face, like little grin, like, wait, like, where are you from? Like, or if I say something, I start feeling awkward. Like I'm really like sounding like really like the weird foreign person to them. You know what I'm saying? And part of it is just me. It's just my pride. I don't like being the new person in the situation that's learning something that is almost like stupid or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not fully, you know, in with the culture and the slang and, fully fluent and whatever. It's like you could get one over on me if you really wanted to, because it's nuanced, and most likely I'm not going to be able to get a feel for your personality because it's very nuanced. So I'm not trying to be negative in the video, but this literally just my experience. I don't think people here are, you know what I'm saying, like out to get you or something like that. Like I feel like people should calm down about the like gringo pricing thing. Like relax. You just paid like $1 more. You paid 50 cents more, or maybe you just over paranoid thinking you're getting charged more when you're really not. You know what I'm saying? That is not something that I'm worried about. That is, and I'm not trying to talk down about the country of Colombia in general or the city of Medellin. But, all I'm saying is that my experience, because I like to be in control of situations, I like to express myself every step along the way. And if I don't like you or you overstep in any way, I like to let you know immediately. And so now I'm the person who can't fully express what I want to express to you. And I can't let you know that, no, I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. But it's like, I can't let you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like even people who, like I said, oh, maybe have a little smirk, like, oh, where are you from? Like maybe they think it's, cute. Maybe they might even think it's enduring. Maybe they even want to learn English. I'm not saying that there's any reason behind it. But, because it's obvious that I'm not from here, within 1 minute of meeting somebody, the conversation always has to go to me being a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to assimilate, and I want to eventually get to a point to where it's like you can't even tell that I'm foreign. You know what I'm saying? So like as far as like because of the way that I talk. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I just don't like being the other, you know what I'm saying? Just looked at in a different way. Like, I don't think people are bad here and have bad intentions or something like that. but it is a known fact that gringos have money and whatever. And also, it is weird because really I don't have a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, especially for US standards, but to some people here I really do, and I know that that's true. Sometimes if I go out and I'm buying food or drinks, or just want to buy stuff, just want to treat my friend or whatever, or or I go shopping a couple, sometimes I go shopping a lot. People are like, what, you got money for that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I realize that you know I have more money than like a lot, like most people here. You get what I'm saying? And that's just like a weird feeling, I guess, because I don't want to feel like the other, but then like in a way I am, but because of where I'm from, because the dollars that I have, and because of my own standards, you know what I'm saying, of living, like, you know what I'm saying, my dollars are going to go further. My clients are from the United States, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have much money, but yeah, like I could pay for some stuff here that most people wouldn't be able to afford. Not most, but just like most regular, decent job type, people my age, whatever, if you compare it. So then I start thinking like, damn, you know, I don't know. It's it's hard for me, to be honest with you. It's hard for me. I don't like always being the foreigner. If I do get invited to a party or an event, it's like, hey, there's like this gringa, like, that I know. And then I feel like I'm on the spot, with my language, and, people expecting, X, Y, and Z, and you're kind of like what they, I don't know, like I'm the gringa spokesperson or something. Like, I don't know. Like I said, this is like, I'm an overthinker. I really have my hard on myself in the language. I want to be super good in the language. Like, my language goals for myself are super, super high. I want to eventually be to where you can't even tell that like Spanish is not my like native language. Like, I want to be like super, super fluent. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that people do try to sell me a lot of stuff, like acquaintances, and do try to ask me how much I'm paying for stuff, because like, oh, well, you could hire me, and it's cheaper, or you're overpaying, or whatever, or oh, where are you from? I know you're not from here, or like guys acting any type of way, which even if they know the guys acting any type of way, they don't even know if I'm if I'm walking down the street, they're not gonna really know. You know what I'm saying? But still, I don't know. This is kind of like I said, I'm not talking down on the country, but this is my experience. I'm someone who likes to be in control. I don't like to be the foreigner. I don't like to be the out person. But to achieve what I'm trying to achieve in the language, and to just do something that's totally out the box different, that's why I came here. So I'm going to have to deal with that aspect, and maybe through time I'll feel more assimilated, and I won't be the other, you know what I'm saying, as much, and people won't be thinking, XYZ. And I don't know what people are thinking. I don't know their intentions. So again, I'm not trying to like badmouth, but it's just my honest opinion of how it's been for me as a gringa. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and do another video to elaborate on a couple of these points, because this is already like 13 minutes. But anyway, that's my thoughts. That's my opinion. I'll be back soon, y'all. I'm gonna do a video in Spanish too. All right, talk to y'all later.